roses, lime
Yeah, I
juice,
got that one.
12 ounces of tonic,
Okay, Tom, that was the other
and 24 ounces of vodka.
Hello. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
You can act normal. It's okay.
My name is Bob Klein.
Maureen Klein.
I was born in Newburgh, New York.
And I was born in Albany, New York.
I was born January 12th, 1947.
And I was born August 8th, 1947.
My hometown, I was raised in Newburgh, New York.
And I was raised in Albany.
Mine was Chuck and Helene.
And my parents were Martin and Ruth.
I went to Bishop Dunn Memorial for grade school and St. Patrick's in Newburgh for high school, and then I went to Siena College.
And I went to St. Catherine of Siena for grammar school. Then I went to the Academy of the Holy Names for high school. And then I went to St. Rose for college and graduate school.
I am a CPA, and I've held positions in accounting management and in general management for different organizations.
And I'm a special education teacher. We have 3 children that are adopted. Would you like to meet them?
Sure. Gregory, Michael, and Allie, come here.
Oh, Greg's probably in the shower. This is Allison. She's our daughter, and she is in the middle of our children. She's the middle child.
Where's Michael?
Mike!
What? She's also my mom. Greg's in the shower.
Come here, Mike.
Come here,
Oh. And this is Michael. He's our youngest child.
That's my brother. And Greg's in the shower. Greg's in the shower. As usual.
Is it right here?
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Well-
I am the older of the 2 uncles, Greg, and this is my dog Jake. And we live in Vermont. I was in the shower when Skylar was shooting video before. That's why I missed. That's why he missed me. So here I am.
Well, my childhood was a lot of fun. We used to go outside and play. There were lots of kids in our neighborhood. And our parents used to say, go on out and come home when the streetlights come on. So we'd play outside all day. We'd ride our bikes and go on trips. And it was lots of fun.
My childhood was fun too. I did similar things where we'd go out, and particularly in the winter, we'd ice skate every day after school, and then we'd sleigh ride and play sports, all different kinds of sports. But there were always plenty of kids in the neighborhood, and it was a lot of fun.
Okay, well, now everything is so, the technology is just unbelievable. And my 2 granddaughters have to really catch me up on it. They are much smarter. And then my son-in-law always has to straighten things out for me because I'm not very good with technology. And that really has changed. And also, another change that I've noted is that people aren't as friendly as they used to be. People are more standoffish, yes, and I tend to be one of those that is very friendly.
Right.
I can vouch for that.
For me, it was getting married and getting my children.
I think for me it was having a family, getting married,
Better say that.
and all of the good friends that we've made over the years from college on, that we've stayed friends with. We met when I was a junior at Siena.
And I was a sophomore at St. Rose.
Yes, I was in ROTC at Siena, which means that you spent the 4 years while you were in college serving in the ROTC, and then when you graduated, you were commissioned an officer in the Army. After I got commissioned as an officer, I went to training, and then I went over to Korea for 13 months, and then I came back to the United States for another 8 months. In Korea, I was in charge of the operational side for a whole battalion of missile sites in South Korea. Now, fortunately, although it was during the Vietnam War, I did not have to fight at all. And it was a great experience because they gave you a tremendous amount of responsibility at a very young age, more so than if you were still in civilian life. So my military experience was very good.
That's cool.
During the war here, it was very sad because a lot of people that we know, a lot of our friends did go to Vietnam, and there were a lot of protests, and it was just a very unusual time during the 60s. And
Yeah, I think the Vietnam War certainly had an impact on everybody, and most people went that were called, but obviously war is very dangerous, and it's had a significant impact on a lot of our close friends.
And when Bob came back from the service, we were married, and I went to a military base, and that was the first time I had been away from home. And it was hard to be away from home, but we made some friends there too. But I would never have wanted to stay in the military. It was too regimented for me.
Right.
What do you think was the hardest part of our life so far? I don't think we've really had
We've been very lucky.
Yeah, we haven't had a real hard time. Probably before children, before we were able to get the 3 children, it was a hard time because we always wanted a lot of children. And we are so happy to have 3 children, and then your mother gave us 2 wonderful granddaughters. Your mother and father, excuse me. For me, it was when we got the children.
I'd say getting the children and our grandchildren. My first job was working for a CPA firm in New York City. It was one of the, back then they called them the Big 8, so it was a big international accounting firm, and I worked on audits of stock brokerage firms in the late 60s.
My first job was with emotionally handicapped children in a classroom setting. Learning how to use the TV, the computer, the phone, all that has been, a challenge, but we've had help along the way, so I'm getting there. I'm surprised at how quickly it has come about.
Yeah, but I think the technology advances are great. You have to stay up with them, and I think if you have the time and the help and support to learn, they're pretty common sense oriented.
And see, I think that's my problem. I don't have that really common sense. Mine was Barack Obama, to tell you the truth. I really thought he did an excellent job, and I think he just is a person of very high character.
Yeah, I'd say Obama's high character. I think John Kennedy provided great leadership when he was president. It was shocking. I was a senior in high school, and I'll never forget the day when he was shot. It was a shame.
Yeah, his life was cut short. He probably would have been one of the better presidents, one of the best, but he didn't have an opportunity to really fulfill his potential. I'm a little disappointed in the government today. I don't think that the moral compass has really been compromised, I feel.
I'm very disappointed in the current president and also in the current leadership in the Congress. They don't focus on the important things. We have a lot of problems to solve, and I don't think that they give it the attention. They're more concerned about their own welfare. And the current president, I don't think provides good leadership and does not provide a good example of moral character.
For me, it would be education. Really, school is so important, and I think that that would be my take on it. Education is very important.
Yeah, I think the education is important, but I think as far as advice goes, no matter what field you go into, so much of it has to do with how you treat people. And I think if you work hard and treat people like you want to be treated, you're going to do fine. You're going to provide good leadership. People are going to respect you, and they're going to respect you for the right reasons.
And that's what I had always said to the children that I taught in school. I treated them like they were my own children, and I said, if I respect you, I expect you to respect me.
Right.
Thank you for the interview.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Thank you.
We enjoyed it.